Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brickshottas with Billy and Tonio.
Fit them old bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks.
Welcome back, man. Another episode of Brickshottas with Billy and Tonio. Just me and Tonio today. We'll get somebody else in here eventually. I got some friends and some fans asking if they can get a spot on. Absolutely, we'll work at the logistics. We got one person in to start the show. Appreciate you watching, Tonio. Last week,
yes,
we had an all-time fan ask us to talk about the Champions League Cup, right?
yeah.
Big shout out to Oliver. I did some studying. I watched some clips. I did watch some of it. I had duty Tuesday, so I watched some of the game. I'm not going to lie and say I watched the whole game, but I did watch a lot of clips, and I've seen some of the game. And is PSG, right? What does PSG stand for? I can't remember.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Bingo. The first Paris team to win this cup since 1993, which is good. Couple takeaways, right? The whole tournament, right? So I didn't know this, and this is just for the fans too, for get interested. Hey, for the two people joining in, Oliver, yes, thank Jesus you're here. Yes, I'm so glad you're here to hear this. For the two people in, so I didn't. This is something I learned, and this I made sure I wrote this down, you guys. So 3 people in. Let us know what you guys thought of the Champions League. But it's a 36 team group phase, right? So each team plays 8 matchups. Didn't know that before entering knockout rounds, right? So once your eights go, now it's to the knockout point. Total goals was 618. I know a lot of soccer haters, to include myself, thinks there's not a lot of goals. 618 is crazy. That's a lot of goals happening.
Yeah.
And in the final, right? So PSG.
PSG.
What did I say? PCSG?
PCSG.
I'm moving. There's a lot of acronyms in my life right now. So PSG, right? Won their semifinal game 7-6. That's crazy. That's good goals.
That's a lot of goals, bro.
We need to be pushing this, Tonio. This is the soccer we need to push if we're trying to get some eyes on it. Now, it's the most popular sport in the world. I'm talking about America strictly, Oliver. It's the most popular sport in the world. I'm talking about America strictly. That was weird that I had an echo. Yes. But the new Champions League, Oliver tells us, the format was introduced last year. Oliver, how do you like it compared from the previous years? Just because I don't know enough. I would just like to get your input on that. Second takeaway from it, Tonio. 1993, already talked about the goal scorers, right? There was 2 goals from a 19-year-old, and he won player of the match, which as the first teenager since 1962 to get 2 goals, which is wild, I think. Anytime you hear a record and you hear since 1962, you know that's a good record. And that's going to go ahead and end my rant on that.
Shout out to PSG. Now they chasing that World Cup. Which I'm glad Oliver in here. Dog, it's something you got to get into. I ain't. Shout out Liverpool.
Hey, the games you play. That's what matters, Oliver.
I'm just like you, Billy. At first, I was like, I'm never watching soccer, bro. And then I got in this little thing we call Navy, bro. And I met people from other countries who was like, you watch football? I was like, bro, I played the game. I love football. And they like, nah, I doubt you played this because, well, I'm bigger. They don't got too many people out there my size playing that sport. And I was like, what you talking about? So they introduced me to FIFA. And then from FIFA, I was like, yo, I'm finna start watching this shit. Because I used to get excited as fuck watching FIFA, playing FIFA, like beating people ass in the burden, playing FIFA. And I was like, let me check a game out. And it was dope. And then I deployed. And then I got to see Real Madrid play.
Nice.
And bruh, that's when they had what's his name, Oliver? They had a little squad, bro. They had the dude that looked just like
Barcelona was Messi, I think.
No. They had Christian Bale. They had damn, Ali, you in here?
Ronaldo, thank you.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
Messi was Argentina. I'm sorry, Oliver. My bad.
And bro, like that's who I used to play with because they was cheats. I was just getting into FIFA. I play better now, but on FIFA they unstoppable.
Yeah, you're not gonna take Canada for that.
Yeah, and I got to see them play, bro, live at a stadium over there. It's different, Billy. Like the atmosphere is different from any football event I've been. I've been to NFL games, NBA games, and then I went there. Dog, it's different. So I'm just like you. Need to encourage way more people to watch because the World Cup is coming to the U.S. and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be in L.A. and Atlanta.
Yes,
that's gonna be dope, bro. Like it's gonna be dope for sure.
Yes, Argentina. Yep. Inter Miami. Yes, Inter Miami though is the MLS, I believe, right, Oliver?
Yeah, it is.
And I think one of the things that is the problem, Tony, is like the MLS over here isn't like a Champions League or what's the other league, Oliver? While you're talking, you have already 50 comments on this, which is great. To the 5 people listening, we're talking soccer for the second time on this show. So just bear with us, or actually get involved into the soccer talk.
So the thing about it is, Billy, I think. You know how that team reached out to pay Russ like $150 million to come play basketball because they see him declining?
Yeah.
The MLS should do the same thing. They should just blast a bunch of money for all the people that love soccer in the U.S. and like just pay them to come play over here because people gonna show up to any sporting event that allows drinking in America.
Would you compare Oliver? And Oliver Antonio? Would you compare the MLS to kind of like the big 3?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that a good – okay.
Like that's where – because you seen Ibrahimovic. He came over here for a while. Who else done been here? I know, of course, Messi. Like, and you seen the people –
Beckham did it in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And you seen how many people just followed those people.
The Champions League is the top 10 teams from all the European leagues competing. Well, La Liga, though, is really – that's European too, I think, or is La Liga more like the UK and stuff? Because we got 6 people in listening. Help me out with a little bit of my, because I know it's because Messi's coming in now. Rooney, Gerrard, or Gerrard, depending on how you want to say it. But no, it was the clips, Oliver, were very cool. The match that I did watch, it was 3-0 by the time I stopped watching. I think it was 3-0, maybe it was 2-0. But I was just like, oh, this team, I was watching, I was like, the other team, and I know it's PSG, La Liga is the Spanish league. Okay, thank you. Premier League is the English. Okay, see, that's another thing, Oliver, is that's confusing for a lot of us Americans who are you got to dumb it down for us, you know? Like, there's too many things, because I know Man City, Manchester United. Manchester United is my team that I claimed just because I saw Euro Trip, and I was like, yeah, I'm with these crazy folks over here, right? But no, it was crazy, and I like as you're watching it, it's just like any sports game, right? Any sports game, it's like any sports.
If you fucking love sports, you're gonna get into it. Like,
yes, thank you. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, bro. If you love sports, you're gonna get into that shit, and then you're gonna get real interested, or you're gonna get real mad because you're like, bro, why the fuck did you do that? And yeah, fuck man, you. It's Liverpool this way. Nice. Is that right, Oliver? Yeah, it's dope. Like I said, I know most of our fans are beer, liquor, drinking, football, basketball watchers. But like I told y'all a long time ago when we first started, we cater into every fan we got. And Oliver been watching since he was my LPO. So hey, now he out the Navy now. So hey,
congrats to you, Ollie. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
He coming back in. It ain't.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
I've heard this Civilian World sucks. I have heard that a couple times.
So yeah, I like it a lot.
Man U is Liverpool's rival. Well, then what about Manchester City? I know they have I thought it was Manchester United and Manchester City were rivals.
I mean, I feel like you could have multiple rivals in the sports business.
No, you can, but I thought that was like the big one.
I mean, yeah, but grass ain't always greener, Billy.
Ain't that the truth? Oh, I guess it'd be like a Cleveland Cincinnati rivalry thing, or both LA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Tonio, Wall, that was I didn't think we were going to talk soccer for 10 minutes. That was awesome. If that's going to get Oliver to talk about it, we're going to be talking about soccer a lot. If we're going to get some comments like this from my guy. Congratulations on coming. Are you coming in as an LS again, Oliver?
He was RS.
Oh, he's an RS. Okay.
But nah, he a computer person now.
Oh, he's coming in IT.
Nah, think deeper. CTTR, I think.
Y'all keep talking about soccer. 10 minutes is nothing. Oliver, you've been watching the show long enough. We gotta go to the next topic. You know, we get stuck and we'll be here for an hour, and then we're pushing the end of the show. Like, all right, enough of that. But another thing from last week, Tonio, and this is where I was going to hit you where it hurts. Eli Manning, is he overrated?
The Giants, Eli, yeah, fuck him because he did it to the Patriots
Twice.
But being real, no, Eli, we seen Eli get sacked probably 3,000 times while he was at the Giants. So no, I don't think he's overrated. I don't think you win two Super Bowls and be overrated when you made two of the big plays to make the Super Bowl wins happen. I don't care if it was luck or not. Somebody had to throw the ball, Billy.
Yeah. Everyone talks about the David Tyree catch on the head. Eli getting out of the sack is 10 times bigger of a play than the catch, right?
So I don't know, Billy. I don't think, me personally, and like I said, I'm biased because of Ole Miss Eli.
Yeah.
But he got two Super Bowls, and people you saying got two Super Bowls that really, as a quarterback, that you saying, you wasn't doing shit.
Two, you can do a lot of ones. You know, we got the Trent Dilfers, the Brad Johnsons, Jim McMahon, those guys. But two is crazy to be like, it's a fluke both times. Like,
yeah, it's
let me throw it out there too for you. Eli was sacked. He's in the top 20. He just makes the top 20. And a crazier number that I thought was wild, Aaron Rodgers is the most sacked quarterback of all time at 571.
Do you think he run into those sacks?
Sometimes. I think he'd rather take a sack than a pick. So maybe the numbers are a little skewed, but Tom Brady, playing for all those years, is third at 565.
Well, you played 40 years, you would think.
Yeah. But here's the kicker, though. I will say, so Eli came in the same draft as what two quarterbacks? Obviously, it's Phillip Rivers and Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger is fifth all time. And he played for 2 more years than Eli. But that's more than 100 more. So it's kind of one of those things where you're just like, daggum, I didn't know Ben was getting sacked like that back in the day. But that would be more where I'd say running into the sack because he thought he could maybe – hit a stiff arm or one of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Tonio, and you can absolutely take over right after this. Eli Manning's perfectly rated for where he's at. First ballot Hall of Famer, yes. 2 fucking Super Bowls is nothing to be like, well, the rest of his seasons are who cares? We have, as the fans, have made it. What about the rings? We have all made it that. We've made it that with the Jordan argument. We made it. Brady has 7 rings. He's the GOAT. It doesn't matter about Montana's 4-0. Patrick Mahomes, he has 3, but what else can he do? That's what we make it about. So 2 exactly rated where he should be, which is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I don't disagree with that, and I told you I wasn't, because it's only thing I don't like is he got them 2 rings against me. Like, he stopped my 18-0, dog.
Dude,
or my 19-0. Like, I never forgive him for that.
And he took a ring away from Randy. That's I think the biggest one where it's just like, daggum. Like, we miss history and Randy getting one. Edelnut, give me my Gatorade. It's crazy.
Yeah. I think he's perfectly rated. I don't think, like I said, 2 Super Bowls ain't some shit you just be like, I got him. It ain't a lot of people saying that. Like, it ain't. Drew got one. Aaron Rodgers got one. Drew Brees.
Yep.
Who else, like, legit quarterbacks that got one? Better question, who are, like, great quarterbacks that have none?
Well, Dan Marino is the first one that comes to mind. Phil Rivers, 0.
Yeah. Brett Favre only got one.
Brett Favre only has one. Yeah. Eli getting 2.
Yeah.
He did also beat the Patriots. Yeah, that Patriots team wasn't really ready for that. I don't think they should have been in there. I think it was the Broncos year. But then, because, well, the Packers played the Broncos the next year and lost. But no, man, I think that's the thing with Eli. It's like he did have some stinker years, right? And he threw a lot of picks. But back then, dude, they were throwing picks. Like, no one was scared to throw an interception because now you're going to get benched if you throw too many. Like, we're already talking about Anthony Richardson being done. I think he only has like 12 career interceptions. Like, it's not bad. And we're just like, he's a bum. Anthony Richardson.
Yeah. Hey, Kenny Pickett,
out of there. He only threw 8. They were like, nope, sucks. Can't do it. Like, what the fuck are we doing, man? You know, Mitch Trubisky gets to a playoff game. He's a double doink away from an NFC championship game. And we're just like, he doesn't have it. Like, but then Eli wins 2 Super Bowls and you're like, I don't see it. I don't understand. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Trent Dilfer got 1 Super Bowl and got a job on ESPN for 15 years. That's like, what? You know, and hey, I'm a Trent Dilfer guy. I love him. You know, bald man, Dilfer Dime, great name. You know, but it's like what's really happening? You know what I'm saying? And then, Tonio, if you got anything else to say about Eli or the Giants,
fuck them. But Eli, cool. That's the only thing I got to say.
Let me kind of throw another name in there, and this is a shout out to Rich. Matt Ryan, another great quarterback who never won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, Matt Ryan was really, really legit. Matt Stafford only got 1. He been solid for years.
Ooh, good one. That's a good pull. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. How many Donovan McNabb got? 1? None?
0.
So,
you know, that's my favorite quarterback. You're pulling my heartstrings now.
I know. Like, but that's just the truth. We might not never see
Vic, one of the most talked about quarterbacks of all time. He has 1 NFC title game.
That's it.
It didn't even make it. You know, he just got there.
I mean, you know, the dogs stopped it, but fuck it. Whoever it was.
Seriously, with those teams in Atlanta, and this is a shout out to the 6 people listening in. Do you think those teams in Atlanta were good enough, even with Mike Vick at his height, were good enough to win a Super Bowl though?
I do. I think they were like built like the Pistons and shit. Like, you know, we just gonna do some different shit to win. And that literally Michael Vick was showing you what it means to put a team on your back.
Cam, what up?
Look at this motherfucker's picture.
What's good?
All right. Cam. Quickly.
Go ahead, Billy.
My bad. Cam, quickly, before we move on. Eli Manning, overrated, underrated, perfectly rated?
Oh, perfectly rated.
First ballot Hall of Famer, yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Me and Tonio were
He
just
was a legend killer.
yes.
Exactly.
Great name.
I mean, he was a legend killer. I mean, he was a gunslinger. He did pretty good till I can't remember that coach came to New York and wanted to.
Tom Coughlin.
Not Tom Coughlin, the one after him.
Joe Judge.
Yeah.
Yep.
He
That
did
bench
pretty good there.
made that record too. Yep.
Yeah, he a whole for that. Yeah, he a
So-
whole for that, man.
But Cam in here now. But back to Atlanta. Michael Vick showed you what it was to really put a team on your back. Your best wide receiver might have been Brian Finnegan, or I mean,
Peerless Price was good.
Peerless Price was there. Peerless Price ain't no. He wouldn't have been a number one nowhere else.
Nope.
Exactly. He's
I'm just saying he was good though.
I mean, and it's just like your team. Actually, he had the Ravens. The best wide receiver might have been Algie Crumpler.
Algie Crumpler was good back then. Yeah.
The defense was good. Keith Brooking
Yep.
had them stocked up. Had a quiet discount. What's his name? Fuck the dude from the Panthers. Luke Kuechly. He was a discount Luke Kuechly before Luke Kuechly. Nobody was talking about him. And then Ward Gunn was doing his thing, bro. So I think that Atlanta team, if because Cam would have took the bid for me if he know I'm out there scoring a touchdown. You already said you would. Cam
do my dogs. Do my dogs. You don't got nothing to do with this.
And as soon as Cam got out,
you finna give me a slap on the wrist. You ain't finna do too much.
Yeah, when Cam get out of booking, Cam gonna get out into a Range Rover and $10 million.
Like I said, his cousin hold him, man. He gave him that whole profit up there. You up there fighting dogs. You staying at the house. Come on, bro. Michael Vick probably knew what was going on, but like I said, that was his whole operation.
Yeah,
he wasn't to fall for that.
I think we was robbed. Michael Vick was robbed for sure, but I think he would have eclipsed. He would have at least got to the Super Bowl. I'll say that.
Sure.
I don't know if he would have won one, but he would have won the NFC and got to the Super Bowl.
Right.
So yeah.
So Tonio, now that Cam's in, do you want to do the Carter 6 first, or do you want to talk about the finals and we can shit on Cam for a second?
Since we're doing all the potatoes first, we might as well talk Carter 6.
With it? Okay. So I texted you this morning to ask, hey, what do you think about, or no, it was yesterday morning because we didn't do the show Wednesday. Now, I texted you yesterday and I was like, hey, let's talk about the Carter 6. What was the text you sent me back?
I can't do it.
All right. So I said, all right, let's move it to Thursday, right? And you were like, all right, let's talk about it, right? So now we're here. What about the Carter 6 did you not like?
It's all.
Sorry. Did you hate anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like I got a sports analogy. It's like having LeBron on the Lakers this year with no center. How the fuck you gonna stay in the West with no center? That's what the Carter 6 was. You got the ability to be great, give you 26, 6, and 6 still, but if you get beats with a fucking elephant sound in it, what the fuck is that? Like, I really, really don't know. Like, did it just get loud?
Kinda, yeah, that was weird. Shooter, what's happening? Cam says, hey.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? It's an elephant on the beat. But like I told you, if you change it, hold on, let me show you. I brought the proof. Like people just like it's like LeBron. You tired of seeing him in the league, so you're gonna hate. You're gonna find something to say. Like Cam. But hold on.
It's called.
This is the video, so it got to start it over.
Sorry.
Here go proof right here that all Lil Wayne needed was better production.
What up, dope?
All my niggas cutthroat, cut a nigga head off, you looking like you bumbo. Smoking like double dutch, all you niggas jump rope. Syrup in the double cup, fruit punch like knuckles. All my niggas up though, bands on bands in my pants, that's a drum roll. Elephant memory, but I can't remember her though. All my bitches fuck rope, monkey on the back like Michael Jackson and bubbles. Soon as you on the track, and I'ma have to go Dumbo. They gon' go uh-oh, elephant in the room, but I can't sit out the jungle. Got some fucking jumbo, big face hundos. A bitch got an elephant booty, not a front rows. This that gas mad space, ass straight gun smoke. Niggas with a mad face, smash face, snub nose. I ain't snuffing up against, but you can get snuffed though, the gun go.
Come on, bro. Wayne, call me. Hey, call me, bro. That's all you gotta do is call me.
See, and it sound better. People like Shooter who rock with Buddy from Cali, they want to wear dashikis and say he saved Black America and ain't never did shit for nobody. He gonna fucking say it's trash, but it's not.
Big shout out to Jado25 for that video. Appreciate you. Great beat that I guess he did it. Great beat that he made for that. I'm with it. I don't rock with K-Doc. Shooter, you don't rock with K-Doc at all? Tonio, can you not pull it off, or do you want me to? I got it. No, and I'm a Don Trip fan. Who's Don Trip? Am I tripping?
You is tripping.
Yeah.
No, you ain't. He underground. He underground. You ain't tripping.
Okay. So was the production trash? Yes. Were the beats awful? No, they were okay. It wasn't. I think we thought the Carter 6 was supposed to be the Carter 2 plus the Carter 3, add in the hype of Carter 4. It was all bundled into one. So when we got what we got, it wasn't what we wanted. I don't think that makes it bad. If you take all the context out, right? And a lot of it, I've seen a lot of people just mad at the features. Sharks with Jelly Roll and Big Sean was a really great track. I thought this is just me. Like, I was trying to listen to the Carter 6, being a little unbiased. But I just think it was good. There's some bars in there. Even when he changed the beat, you know that the bars are there. But just because the production was so bad, and Shooter, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Cam, you can correct me if I'm wrong, it was produced not great. It was like a weird mix of if Manny Fresh was producing and when Kanye threw, because the Carter 3 was greatly produced, right? But it was like those weird kind of church vibey beats. And then he threw in, and I'm with you on the African safari beat kind of thing was a little weird. But again, people were also hating on Rebirth when that came out, because why was Wayne doing these rock tracks? Now, Big X the Plug and MGK, but that's what I'm saying, Shooter, is the features. People are like, what is this? What is this? And it was like, Wayne also is old enough in the game now where he's going to let the younger dudes kind of eat on those tracks. And I don't know if maybe I'm tripping in that. You could say that. But I think that's what Wayne was trying to do. So some of his shit on those features, he brought less. But if you look at some of the tracks without the features, he did go in on. There are bars all over this album, but the beats and the production was bad. I'm with you. I understand. Island in the Sun is a Weezer song. I don't know if a lot of people were like, what is this nonsense? But that's a Weezer song. Weezy just kind of covered just to kind of have a little Weezer kind of thing is where my brain went. I thought it was all right. I thought the album is not bad. I think it's better than the Carter 5.
Well, I ain't listened to it.
Can't you listen to it at all?
No, he about 10 years too late for me. Yeah, don't let that shit die. They gonna let it die. Did you
listen to Carter 5?
Yeah, it passed his prime, man.
Did you not like the Carter 5 either?
It was decent. But I'm saying Lil Wayne ain't made music in how long? He might get you a good future, Blue Moon. But like I said, he could have saved it. He could have saved it.
I'm with you, but at the same time, so what about when the Carter 5 came out, were you like, all right, he ain't got it?
Yeah, I mean, it was like the time frame. Like he was with the little beef with Birdman or whatever. He dropped that. It was decent.
Sure.
Like I said, this album here, he just could have said this. I know he did it for the tour or whatever. He just could have did a Lil Wayne tour instead of a Card Assist tour.
Yeah, just play me the classics. Just play
play the classics. Yeah, play the classics, man. This album sucked, man.
Tonio, I don't know where you're at. Okay. What did you want from the album?
I wanted that shit to be produced by Manny Fresh because he made like shit with Manny Fresh. Bring Manny Fresh to be the producer, dog. Like, let that shit get produced by Manny Fresh. Let me hear a classic album, dog. That's all I want.
And so a lot of it was a weird thing too. And you can tell me if I'm wrong, Cam. You can't because you didn't listen. But did it not feel like he had a lot of the Let the Beat Build from Carter 3? I think it was Carter 3 was Let the Beat Build, but it felt like he was trying to get those style of beats, or at least those style of backgrounds, in with what he was doing this time, and it didn't work the same way, right? Am I tripping on that? How I heard it?
Well, how you gonna let the beat build with Kanye and then come and let Wyclef Jean let the beat build? That shit was never gonna work.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. No. So I'm with you, and then like exactly like Cam said too. Like if Wyclef Jean is doing it, it's not 1999. Like why is this guy producing your album? What is that? But again, and that's where I come back to Rebirth, where people were sitting on too. So Shooter, I told Big X the Plug killed it. I think that's where Wayne let him eat, dude. Let him kind of have that moment where I'm on a track with the GOAT, if not the GOAT, one of the GOATs, right? I'm gonna let Big X the Plug kill because he's the next dude. He's or one of the next dudes, right? I just don't think it was as bad as we all think. Again, Sharks was probably my favorite track off the whole album. The beat was okay. I first heard it and I was like, all right, the beat's okay. The Jelly Roll song, I've seen so many hate on Jelly Roll. I don't know if y'all know who that is. He's a big like country star kind of guy. He did like rap before with Lil White. He produced some of Lil White's albums. He produced Oxycontin.
He from Tennessee, man. Come on, man. I know who General is, man.
All right, I'm sorry, dude. I don't know if you're from Memphis or if you're from Mississippi.
I'm from Mississippi. Man. Yeah, get it right. Get it right now.
My bad. Well, because I also didn't know if it was Hurston either. So, we're just Cam. You're just all over the place.
I'm outside this weekend in Houston having a fucking ball.
Are you? How is it? How is it over there, man? Is it sticky, polluting?
No, it's great. Some days you smell Shell Oil Company making that oil. Some days, depending on how the wind blow. It all depends. Depends.
I think that's always my hate on Houston is that it stinks. It's so the air is so heavy. It just doesn't like in Dallas. Like it's like you get a little bit of the city, and it's like all right, hey, you can just take 635 and you can just bypass that whole city. You know what I'm saying? In Houston, it's like no.
Oh yeah, they make you go downtown. Yeah, there ain't no way around it. You got to see some of the city.
Ugh, that's the gross part, though, Cam. But
it's all right.
I do got to say, so you're not going to listen to the Carter 6 at all?
No, it's past the prime for me. I don't got no. I might hear one song, probably go listen to that Big X Plus song or whatever.
Okay,
that's about it. Like I said, Wayne passed his prime. Like he like that living legend you see, and you happy to see him when you do see him, but you weren't looking for this album though.
No, I'm with you too because Wayne could put out nothing, and I would still just be like, "Holy shit, that's Lil Wayne!" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that would be. Here's this tour, like we said. Hey, play the hits. Just play me the shit that I know. Play me the shit that I know that I like. Let's keep going.
Yeah, like I said, this generation ain't gonna mess with that album, like because they most of them don't even listen to Lil Wayne.
Yeah, they don't get it. They don't. Yeah. They weren't there for the.
What you say?
What's that?
I'm trying to see last time. When the Carter 3 come out? Carter 3,
Oh,
Carter 2.
08.
Oh, see, they were young, man. They don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, some of them were just born. You know what I'm saying? Like they were just babies. Shooter, you got to give me. All right, so you said why put in bars from previous mixtapes? It's hard. Wayne was on the interview. I want to say I don't think it was Shade 45, but I think it was Shade 45, where he was talking to Eminem and he was just talking about, yeah, dude, I don't know the lyrics to my stuff. Like I don't know what I'm putting together. I put so many tracks together, and that's true. And I think that's something else that makes a GOAT, the longevity, which hurts GOATs in the long run, is some longevity, right? But you gotta have a track that. What was the best track from the album that you know that you liked? You gotta have one. Not every track was trash, Shooter. But while we're waiting on Shooter's answer for that, Cam, I don't know what Tonio's doing. I think he had to mess around. King was it King Carter? Shooter was number one. Not one. My ass. You didn't like one. Come on, man. I'm finna hold on. Cam, what's going on? Why is OKC down 2-1?
Because we can't close our games. We can't close our games. I don't know what we're doing with the roster. We keep playing late in the games without our bigs out there. I don't understand what they got going on. I don't know what the coaching game plan is with that. I see Halliburton miss a shot and get his own rebound and score off of it. So I don't know what the fuck we got going on, man. I see that multiple times last night. And I did see the ref was letting them boys play backyard basketball too, so I don't know. So
Shooter just did say he said SGA's not getting the calls, Cam.
I mean, shit, they beat them up all last night. It was one call. Guy cleared out of bounds. I'm talking about foot all the way out of bounds. They said let's pace the ball. Goddamn, Frager won with Cusco going to the hole. The whole man grabbed his fucking dick and shit going up. They didn't call that. Chet getting beat up going to the hole. They ain't call that. They smacking them all in the hole. So I mean, I guess they just let them play in Indiana. We're gonna have to beat them. Like we gotta play our game ball. Like I said, need to start back running with the bigs late in the game.
And you're not out coach Rick. I'm with Shooter and Tonio. What did I say last week when you looked at me all kinds of crazy when I said I got the Pacers?
Well, sorry I had to change locations. My neighbors are loud as fuck and playing shit, and I can hear it through the walls. They ain't gonna be here too much longer though. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Tonio's outside saying that. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I don't. But I told you what it was, Billy. I told you where OKC had the advantage, and they ain't been using it. I think not running Hardenstein in the game, Miles Turner can't guard him. He's too little.
Can't guard him.
You got to play through your bigs, but they getting out coached.
And what did I say last week?
I ain't gonna say they getting out coached.
No, he getting out coached, Cam. Why he not on the floor?
Listen, I don't listen. It's the first game and the second game. I don't know the fuck. Like I ain't gonna say he getting that coach. I think he relying too much on the fucking bench. The bench play gonna bench play. You got to roll with what got you there.
Okay, so Cam, all right, hold on. So you said you got to roll with the bench, right?
No, you got to roll with what got you, the bigs.
So the coach not rolling with the bigs, right?
Yeah, we lost both of them games. Like we lost both of them games. We lost the first game like that. You lost the third game like that.
And why didn't you play the same way you played in the second game? Because you're getting out.
Motherfuckers looking like Doc Rivers out here. The fuck?
Well, hold on. You're not up 3-1. Then you can say Doc Rivers. You got to be up 3-1.
No, Doc Rivers. What? Obviously, you don't be watching Doc Rivers coach basketball in the playoffs.
He gets you to 3-1s. What are you talking about?
He didn't get you to 3-1 this year, did he?
You said I don't be watching basketball in the playoffs. You didn't say I didn't watch this year in the playoffs.
That's it. He coaching like Doc Rivers, like you know what the fuck he doing. Like he just be out there just looking.
I mean, if I had SGA, I'm probably just looking too.
And he played shitty. So
no, because he didn't get the free throws.
He was 9 for 20 from the field. What you mean?
That's what he does. And then
No, it's not. People like free throws. He still got 8 free throws last night. He missed 1. Like I said, that ain't the free throws. It's how they just letting them play hard ball.
They not. It's the finals, Billy. So of course the numbers they was gonna go down, especially with you got Doris Burke almost getting reprimanded for calling him or asking is he a foul merchant. So that they was gonna like lessen up on the calls. It's one of the lowest rated finals ever. So no, they wasn't gonna. They was gonna make sure it ramped up. Now, like I told you last week, Billy, and it still proved to be true. You see people saying this shit boring, all this shit. Well, them are casuals. Them are people who just like to talk. They don't know ball. They don't really care about ball. This been good ass basketball. Yeah. I don't care. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Ain't no we just beating the fuck out of you. It's a game of runs. It's a game of Halliburton and SGA going at it. See who's gonna get a bucket. You seeing that Pascal's still out there having games. So it's like, I think this shit might go to 7. It might go to 7, Billy. Now
it ain't gonna go to 7 if the ref let them play like they played last night. It is not gonna go 7.
Yeah, because Shy needs fucking fouls.
You don't need fouls. Did you not watch the game?
You just said you.
Did you not watch the game last night?
Shoot it back on that aristocrat. I don't think it's going to 5.
It's 5.
He's just talking. That man.
Yeah, shooting 5 is crazy. This is the same dude who said he didn't like one track from the Carter 6. Tonio, you didn't like one track from the Carter 6.
I like the second song.
King Carter?
Yeah. Is that the intro? Intro is King Carter, ain't it? Whatever is right after the intro, I like that. And then I stop listening.
Welcome to the Carter is the second
song. Welcome to the Carter.
No, that was good too. The album was but Cam, that's what I'm saying. When Shy doesn't get
I'm not talking about the foul calls on here. Did you not watch the affiliation of the game last night? Did you not see the bullshit calls that they didn't call last night?
Yes, I did. The out of bounds call was bullshit. Yes, the Caruso one, they let him kind of play through that. Absolutely.
And they fucking beating check up down low. They ain't calling none of that shit. Miles Turner smacking a man in the head every time he go to the post. They ain't calling none of it.
Be better. Stop calling fouls. That's how we should have it.
What?
Hey, Cam, Chet should have learned after getting hurt in the Drew League. He need to put some weight on. That ain't, hey. You gonna get his ass hit, man.
No, bro. I the league soft for a reason. But this, if you're gonna let them play like this, let them play like this every night.
It's the finals. This is when you play like this.
No, they do not play like that. The last 2 games, they didn't play like that in OKC. They only play like that in Indiana.
Hey, when Shy had 38 in game 2, how many free throws did he make?
I don't fucking know. You keep talking about that. I'm not talking about no free throws, man.
That's a fact. They keep trying to.
He's still getting his free throws. I don't understand what he averaging 8. He had 8 last night. I don't understand. You keep saying that.
They still.
I'm saying he had
you know when he got all like when he shoot like 14 free throws a game, a lot of this shit come towards the end when they foul him. You know that, right? Like they dumb fouls. You know that, right?
Yeah. When you lose by 13, you're not fouling at the end of the game.
Are you not listening?
I'm talking about what Shooter said.
I can't even see that.
Shooter said ain't nobody matching up with Pascal. That's a fact.
What you mean? We all had three people on OKC team had 20 points last night, 24 points last night. What are you talking about? Oh, y'all niggas not watching the game?
What does they 20 points have to do with Pascal getting off on the offense side of the ball, Cam?
Bro,
we let
a bitch player beat us last night. Are y'all not watching the game? Or y'all just talking? Or you're not watching the game? If you're gonna talk about something, talk about the nigga that came off the bench and had 25. Talk about the nigga that came off the bench and had 25.
So you first of all,
if you if you're gonna talk about the game last night,
shut up.
Talk about the nigga that came off the bench that had 25. I've been seeing this shit all day. I've been seeing this shit all day. Niggas ain't been talking basketball. They just
Yeah, first of all, Cam said it was the refs. Now it's a bench player. I don't know. Bro. I don't know what you want, Cam. I don't know what you want. Don't run. Come back in here, man. Don't run. It's all right. Don't run. Y'all just getting y'all ass whooped. Come back. Let's talk about it. Nah, he ain't gonna come back.
No, that was awesome. Excuse me. No, and watching the game, I'm not necessarily this finals, like you said, Tonio. Cam is right. I'm not necessarily paying attention to this guy's coming off the bench. I don't know if I'm tripping because that's not how I'm really watching this finals because it's not a star-driven league. It's not a star-driven finals really, other than Shea, right? But the point is with Shea though, it's like. I'm making a point to say Shea this time because y'all gave me shit for saying Shy last time because it's just a cooler name than Shea. But I just think I'm watching and it's just like, this is just a player for the Pacers. I'm not necessarily thinking, how is Rick Carlisle using the bench? And maybe just because in my mind, like I told you last week, Tonio, I think Rick Carlisle has the advantage. The Pacers have that advantage over OKC. All the star power, all the Lou Dorks, the Chets, the who's the center?
Hardenstein.
Thank you, Hardenstein. I'm not paying attention to them either, and those are your starters. I'm not necessarily paying attention. I'm just paying attention to Halliburton just running the game, just doing what he's supposed to do. He also had 22. I mean, it's not like he's just out here bumming it up. Neither is Shea, by the way. I'm not saying that, but when he's not getting the free throws, the game I think favors OKC when they're slowing down. That's where I wanted to get with Cam, but he was just. I'm not watching the games, but I'm saying without the free throws, it's not necessarily slowing down. And I think that's an advantage to the Pacers where they're just running plays in the NBA. And you know as well as I do, Tonio, you can correct me if I'm wrong, plays in the NBA are not as, let's say, popular. I'm going to use the word popular. Running plays are not as popular as they once were, right?
No.
And I think the Pacers are taking advantage of that, and that's where I think the advantage is for Rick Carlisle is that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna quickly pace the plays. So when OKC is not getting those fouls, they're like, "Fuck!" Now we're back on defense. What play are we running? Are we running 3-2? Are we running man? What are we doing? We're gonna run man on Pascal, and then that's where the bench players are gonna get there. Cam's back in. You want to add him in, or you want me to? Because you're outside.
Yeah, add him in.
Don't fucking mute me, nigga. We're gonna talk fucking ball. We're gonna talk ball. We're gonna talk ball.
You said what?
Cam say the N-word so much.
Because he's passionate about these losers.
No, like I said, we're gonna talk ball all day. I've been seeing people that ain't even talking about it to be talking. Just be talking to be talking.
So Cam, I'm gonna just give you a quick just what I just said, just so you could catch up. I think too, watching the finals. Yes, I'm watching the games, but I think because it's not a star power game, I'm not looking at who's on the bench. I'm not looking at who's coming in, shit like that. Even for OKC, I'm not necessarily looking at the bench. I'm mainly watching Shea. I'm trying to see what he's doing, right? But with the Pacers, the way they're doing it, without those foul calls, the Pacers, the Thunder aren't being able to slow the game down like they were in the regular season, where they can slow it down, then they can run their stuff. I think the Pacers are running a lot of plays on this quick, this more quick style offense. In the OKC defense is kind of like, shit, what are we doing? Are we running man? Are we running this? Are we running this? And I think that's what's killing it is not getting those foul calls that you were referring to earlier in the show.
Don't give a fuck about no foul calls now. If you're gonna let them play like that, let them play. I don't give a fuck about that. They shot almost the same amount of free throw last night. It don't matter. But like I said,
you can't say you don't care about the free throws when I'm talking about OKC not getting the free throws.
I don't talk. We shot almost the same amount of free throw last night. I don't see the people like that. I'm saying I don't care about the foul call. Shea played shitty as fuck. He was fucking 9 for 20. He played shitty as fuck. I don't care about that.
So okay, so Cam Shooter just said Rick proves Rick being Rick Carlisle proves that you don't have to stop SGA, but you got to stop Williams.
Talking about the same thing everybody else talking about. Everybody want to be goddamn sports goddamn mediators nowadays. Are we not watching the game?
What did we miss in the game? Are you saying?
Are we not watching the game?
Are you saying the only reason OKC lost is because Shea didn't get
the 1 and 2 played shitty as fuck last night? Are we not watching the game? No. We got beat by a man off the bench that scored 25. People ain't even talking about him. Get that man his flowers. He played ball last night.
He scored 27.
Talking about that.
Yeah.
He was the hot man last night. Nobody talking about that.
No, and he was, but you're acting like he was the only one doing anything.
He was the lead scorer on both teams. Nobody talking about that.
He had 27.
Off the bench. Nobody talking about that. That's why I said people don't be watching the game. Let it be
but Cam, that's what I'm saying though. You're acting like everyone else had 5, and this dude just came up and just did what he did.
27 off the bench ain't crazy.
I mean, it is crazy, but we ain't seen him before.
Okay, like I said, nigga, just be watching, living in the moment.
So when
are we living in the moment, Cam, or are we not watching the game?
You're not watching the game. You just y'all watching is just talk about it. Y'all not watching the game.
So
you're not watching the game.
What's his name came off the bench for fucking Golden State?
You said what?
Tonio's kind of lagging right now, Cam. Hold on.
Mess because cut the Wi-Fi off. He out there talking shit.
He ain't cut my Wi-Fi. No. But Cam, when damn, who the dude that Draymond stole off of?
Jordan Poole.
When Jordan Poole coming off the bench saving the Warriors, we was just living in the moment.
How many times you say the Warriors?
Probably like that whole series. Cam.
Did they give him flowers?
I think it was 2 games.
Yeah, they gave him a crazy contract and a 2-piece out the door.
Okay. All right.
You act like we don't see people coming off the bench going 20.
Hey, yeah, have you talked about that? Have you talked about that today? Have you talked about Buddy coming off the bench today scoring 27?
Yeah.
Where you talking about that?
At work.
Oh, you live neighbor buddies. Okay. All right. You ain't talking about nowhere else. Go on Facebook right now and find me one post somebody talking about that right now.
Bro, what?
That's what they're talking about.
No, they're not. I'm in a whole nother sports school. They right. Man, like I said, I'm over this, bro. People don't watch the games no more. I'm talking about no sports now. Everybody want to be sports analysts now.
Cam, you act like Pascal Siakam and Halliburton had 3 points.
That's not what I'm saying.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but
let me ask you this. Do you think Buddy gonna come back and score 27 points?
I don't, but he ain't supposed to do it every night. He a bench player.
Oh, okay.
It happened.
All right.
You act like that shit don't never happen.
All right. So are we watching the game? Are we watching? Hey, how many points? Like when you go down to starting 5, just the starting 5 of both teams. Who played better?
If you go down starting 5, your big 3 played better.
They shot fucking horrible.
Yeah, your big 3 played better, but I mean, you still ain't saying nothing. If you go down, Miles Turner been a dud. Like if you watching the game, he been a dud. Miles Turner, he had 9 points last night, 8 points, something like that.
Yeah. Not shooting a lot of threes, which I was okay with.
He went 3 for 11 yesterday from the field.
Like it ain't even that.
But Pascal went 8-14 for 21 points.
11 threes?
No, he was 3 for 11 from the field.
Like I said, it was a horrible game last night. OKC check out there shooting a fucking 3 ball. He 0 for fucking 5. The 2 fucking 1-2 players going for 8 and 20 and shit. Horrible game for OKC. But like I said, but I don't know. People, I don't know.
So this is the question, Cam. You think y'all gonna come back or nah?
I don't know. I don't know how the NBA wants this shit to play out. I think I still got us winning this shit. We're probably going 7. I said 6 back in April. Been around with it ever since. But how it's looking, gonna go 7. I think the NBA gonna make some screens, pull some screens for it to go 7, and we just have to see how it go after that. Cause, like I said, we had.
Well, they got to, cause like I said,
we had 2 chances. We had chances. OKC had a chance to be up 3-0. Can't close out a fucking game.
Yeah.
Coach can pull the fucking bigs at the end of the game. I don't know the fuck he on. Then you got the ref out here fucking blind. Just let them fucking play how they want to play. Bad ass calls. I don't even give a fuck about the free throw, because the free throw was even last night.
Yeah, 20 and 24, something like that.
Well, you're not mad at the free throws, but you're mad at the calls, not getting the calls.
Are you not? Hey, how many calls you think you can go your way? If that man is out of bounds, clearly out of bounds, come on, man. If a motherfucker smacking you across the head every time you go to the hole, come on, man.
No, I'm saying
Them 3 possessions right there. Them 3 right there.
But you can't say I don't care about the free throws. The calls is what I was worried about.
That's not what I'm calling.
That's adding to the free throws, man. You can't, dude. You can't say.
Hey, they called a fucking traveling call last night. How many times do you see them call that?
I've never seen that.
All right, then. They called a traveling call last night. Come on, man.
No, so the traveling call, I was like, what the fuck?
They challenged a freaking call last night and didn't win it. Come on, man.
Cam with the come on, man, bringing it back.
So what are we talking about? Like I said, people just be like, it is what it is, bro. I don't care. I say, okay, go ahead and fucking taint this bitch away. I don't care.
No,
it is what it is, bro.
I think if it was the Nuggets, I don't think you would be this passionate about what. If it was the Nuggets and the Pacers in the same exact game, you would not be this crazy about.
I'm a Joker fan.
Okay,
Westbrook over there. Yeah, come on.
Okay,
don't
take
fuck
off
him
the
out.
Nuggets. Fine, I'll put the.
Hey, you gonna follow him over there to?
Yeah, go get your bag. I'm gonna go get one of them OC jerseys. Go get that bag. Fuck the NBA. Get that bag.
150
get that
million.
bag.
Dude, they're about to pay him so much.
Y'all already talked about me for the last 3 years. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy, you seen what? Damn, what's his name with their podcast, bro? Fuck. Basketball dude, his brother, man. Dude played for Atlanta. Fuck.
T. What his name?
Yeah, Jeff Teague said.
Yeah,
Jeff Teague. His brother said he'll hit his kids with, damn, you getting tall. He said he wouldn't come back over there. 3 years, 150 mil. Come on, dog. I'm gone. I'm out.
Maybe he doesn't. Hey, maybe he just doesn't want a Brittany Griner situation where he just has some weed and he's in fucking prison.
Man, 150 mil. Brittany Griner ain't had nothing close to 150 mil to get her out of jail. That's why she stayed over there. Yeah. That's the only reason why. 150 mil, they coming to get me. I'll probably pay my way out.
If she would have kept her titties, they would have let her go. Well, she still cut the titties off. That's why they put it down in the hole and shit. Thought it was a man.
We definitely doing an hour tonight.
thought it was a man. That's why they kept her so long. They didn't realize she was a woman until like day 3.
Biden had to tell him.
Yep.
Tonio, let's get out of the finals. Let's get out of the finals.
Let's get off the pod. Look at Oliver. We gotta get off the show. Hey man, take me out the baseline, bro. God damn.
Dude, you know what's crazy? We didn't even enter the baseline. Let's just take you out anyway, though, just to make sure.
Gentlemen, report to the baseline.
To the baseline.
So, Tonio, do you want to wrap up the show? We can right now.
You gotta start.
Oh, y'all want to wrap the show up now? Huh?
You gotta
wrap the show up now, huh?
You gotta start smoking shorts, Cam. Shooter said that Billy Shooter said that cigarette long.
You gotta do the 100, dude. So Shooter, check it out. I get a longer break the longer the cigarette is. If it's shorter, it's a shorter break. That's just silly. It's semantics at this point. Now, Tonio.
That cigarette is long. God, I ain't never paid attention to it. God damn.
That boy smoking Virginia Slim.
Hey.
Damn, that hurt to say you would say that. Tonio.
Yeah.
Last topic before we go. Cam, you're a college football guy, right?
Yeah.
Who's your team?
LSU.
LSU, right. Okay. Tonio, you got your top 5, right?
Yeah.
All right. Give me your top 5. Cam and I are going to react to it. Hey, we got 8 people listening in. Hey, give us your top 5 college football programs this year is this the end of the year or is this a preseason ranking?
It's just preseason going into it.
Okay, going into it, 8 people. Give us your top 5. What are we doing? Tonio, go ahead.
All right, so you got to bring defending champions back. Ohio State.
You got Ohio State number one.
Got to bring him number one.
Number War Eagle. I was not ready for that at all.
Number 2.
Or Oliver said, sorry.
Number 2, I'm probably gonna go Texas Longhorns just because all the hype around Arch. I want the pressure to be on. He better not be sorry. Number 3, I think old Kirby done slapped a couple players out there. So Georgia will be back there. I hate to do this shit too, bro. But because they still independent, bro, and they went 14-2 next year.
No.
Notre Dame gonna be up there. Watch it, Cam. Notre Dame gonna be number 4. I guarantee it. They're gonna be in the top 5 because they went 14-2 and they lost. But they gonna do it, Cam. They got the money. They got the money. And
who you put at 5?
5. It hate me. I hate to do this.
I know he's gonna do it,
but it's gonna be Cam's LSU Tigers.
No, I would have never said LSU.
It's gonna be.
I thought you gonna lean like towards Penn State or some shit.
I would. It was between LSU and Ole Miss, but I got
Oregon.
LSU.
Oregon.
Y'all got a lot of shit out of the portal, bro.
Man, we got Brian Kelly down there coaching that motherfucker.
Yes.
We lose.
I don't think Bama's
this.
Gonna be their shooter. I think this.
So Shooter says, just for the fans listening, we got 8 people in. Shooter says Ohio State number 1, Bama, then Ohio State,
Bama.
So
talking Newport's too tonight.
So is Shooter? Is he a Tennessee fan or is he a
Ole Miss fan?
Don't disrespect Shooter like that.
He an Ole Miss fan.
Shooter say a lot of crazy ass shit, but don't disrespect him like that.
I didn't even know. He's never said anything crazy. Okay. Why don't y'all have Ole Miss in the top 5?
Because it's Ole Miss.
I just it ain't because it's Ole Miss, bro. It's because it's
Ole
the
Miss.
SEC. I still need to see if this dude gonna pick up where Jackson Dart.
Them motherfuckers come out and lose to somebody like Arkansas State the first game, and be like, we don't know what happened.
I think you taking shots at Shooter because he lost to that person.
I don't even know why I said Arkansas State.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's in my head. I don't even know why I said that.
Hey, Shooter, get on it. But I don't think Alabama, and I think that coach might not make it out of Alabama if they not good.
They were good this year.
When?
They were decent this year for Alabama. They were bad for Alabama standards, but they were decent.
That's what I'm saying. You got to.
That's the thing. Is Nick Saban the greatest coach of all time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is the greatest coach of all time. You expect the next dude to be the greatest of all time.
No, but I expect for you to move into some shit that was smoking. Like they wasn't the best Alabama, but it was Nick Saban team you just inherited, dog. You got some heat out there. You supposed to be in the playoffs, Bill.
They gotta get back to Alabama ball. Stop trying to throw it so much. Go get you a nice running back and run it out.
I told you, Billy, and I keep telling you, bro. These coaches that ain't born and bred in the SEC, under one of the SEC coaches, they terrible in the SEC, dog. They come down here
and win.
Because what they think is, Billy, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but what they think is like, oh, they don't got the athletes or the DBs that can cover, so we're going to throw all over them. And then they come around here and realize, oh, the SEC got all the talent. They good at every position. I'm throwing picks. Or my cornerbacks out here stopping these little fucking weak-ass options to the outside, coming down, knocking the shit out of my quarterback or my running back, instead of getting in the eye, putting a body on a body, and running the fucking ball. So
okay, so where did Nick Saban come from before he went to LSU, Cam?
He was at Michigan State, Bill. I get what you said, but bro, he's different. He's different.
Okay.
Was he a head coach there?
Yeah, he was.
He was a head coach there?
Yeah.
Then he came down to the Bayou and got a Marine. Then he just developed himself there, huh? He realized this is what home was, right? Down in the SEC.
Oh, so you're telling me Caleb DeBoer can't develop that?
No fucking coach from fucking Washington.
Why? Because he's from Washington. Because he wasn't bred in the SEC. Is what?
Yeah, I mean, no coach. It's all facts. No coach from out of conference to the SEC and did nothing here.
Okay, so let me ask you: what about did Ryan Day? Did he come from the SEC and win a national championship?
Who?
Ryan Day.
Who he coached?
Ohio State.
He came from where?
Ohio State.
No. He came from where?
He came from Ohio State. He was the offensive coordinator, and then got the head coach job.
Got the head coaching job where?
At Ohio State.
So he started in Ohio State
and won a national championship. Yeah.
On a down year for the SEC.
Was it a down year or was it an up year?
It was a fucking down. It was a down year.
You had Texas, Georgia, and
it was a down year.
You had Texas and Georgia in the playoffs.
Alabama lost to fucking Vanderbilt.
So, should Alabama have been in the playoffs then?
No.
Was Alabama better than Clemson?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was Alabama better?
Ole Miss should have been in the playoffs.
No, we didn't want to see Ole Miss. They fucking choked it away down there playing Florida.
But they played somebody in the SEC.
No,
they would have beat. They would have beat the hell out of Boise. They would have beat Indiana.
Yeah.
Who else was
anybody would beat Indiana ass?
I mean, Indiana was not ready. Tonio, come on. We said it last year. Indiana was not. That was a.
Anybody would have beat Indiana.
I think Kalen DeBoer is going to be fine. I think we're overreacting.
Billy. It's not about what you think. It's about them people and where they from and how they look at football. I told you, bro, it's another one of them states that don't got no national team that can root for.
First year?
Oh, shit. Let me just go back to that year.
6. It was 6.
All right.
Okay. Alabama lost 3 with Kalen DeBoer. Now, Cam, how many games did LSU lose with Brian Kelly his first year?
Wait, let me ask you something. Nick Saban first year. Nick Saban first year. Had he already developed that team, or was it his first year?
His first year.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So DeBoer, who was the coach before he took over?
The greatest of all time, Nick Saban.
So that team was still pretty good. He wasn't gonna leave no bullshit, right?
Yeah, the team was pretty good.
Okay, there are tremendous differences there, Billy. Who was the coach before Nick Saban took over in Alabama?
Was it?
Don't matter. Wasn't good.
Okay. No, I'm with you on the argument.
But you inherit a team from the GOAT, and you just like, I'm gonna piss it away.
Did he piss it away?
Yeah, he pissed it away.
You lost to Vanderbilt.
He lost to Vanderbilt, man.
That's just some shit you don't do, bro. They are a softball, baseball school with a bunch of smart people.
Was the best.
I mean, they are the best, but Alabama losing to Vanderbilt, you've seen that time. You've seen them say how many times that's done happen in the last decade. Or last 20 years.
Lose to Georgia Southern?
I don't remember. Probably.
Yes, he did.
When? How long ago this was?
That was 2008, his second year.
Oh, his second year when the team was trash, he ain't got them put together yet, right?
Did Nick Saban win the national championship in 2008?
No.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
so he didn't lose to Georgia Southern that year then.
Well, excuse me. Oh, so he won the championship in 2009, but the next year after he lost to Georgia Southern, he won the title.
Okay, all right, then get it right.
So he played. So he lost a really bad game, and won the title the next year, right?
Yeah, he built on it.
So Kalen DeBoer can't build on it.
Hell no.
Nah,
it's 2 different coaches.
Okay.
Do you see the man? Listen, I don't know. Y'all, once again, y'all don't be watching football. Y'all don't watch. Y'all don't watch. You don't see how the man be on the sideline. He'll be no cussing, no nothing. This ain't Alabama football. This is not SEC. You got to show some flame out there. You got to show some fire.
Bruh, Billy,
out.
Kirby
hit
the other team quarterback. And then nobody say nothing because Hey,
Dude, didn't we talk about it the week after? Like, hey, what's gonna happen? And then nothing.
nothing
Nothing
happened.
talk about it. Yeah.
Like I said, show some emotion. Get them right.
No. So Tonio, do you remember being like, is no one talking about this? And you and I were like, we're the only motherfuckers even mentioning this right now. Like, this is crazy, right? I think with college football, it's getting a little. Obviously, the SEC is the best conference. I think anyone who says it's not is an idiot, or they just don't. They just want to go against the grain. But DeBoer, and I even think, what's old buddy from Texas? Steve Sarkisian.
Trash.
He's not trash. He went to an SEC title game.
Offensive coordinator.
He's been in the SEC for 1 year and went to the SEC championship game.
Yeah, Brian Kelly did that shit too. And where he at now? And Billy, if you got the fucking,
his wife is bad though. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
If you done paid for the first, second, or third best roster in college, shit, you better get somewhere. God damn.
Sure. Ran into Ohio State and got mollywopped.
Yeah, who the fuck? Like I said, bro, if Sark was still under Nick and he said, yeah, I'm gonna get down here and I'm gonna run a toss sweep to the outside on the goal line. Nick Saban, you know how Cam say he be cussing people out? He would have beat the shit out of Sark right there. Right there. And promoted another offensive coordinator right there on the spot.
On the spot.
Draw me up something better right now, and somebody get this asshole up off
Plus,
my side.
when we talk about Nick Saban, you got to think Nick Saban had a different coaching staff every year.
Because he had to. All his coaches left to go.
Yeah, because of him. Because of Nick Saban.
Even with Kirby, when Dan Lanning left, Kirby won the title the next year. Is Kirby better than Nick Saban?
Hell no.
All right.
You seen that? Did you not see Nick Saban put a true freshman in the second half and win the game?
Gangster move. Gangster move.
Who doing that? Nobody.
Last question before we wrap it up. How will Carson Beck's career end? That's hard, Shooter. Because, I mean, he going from getting smacked around over here to going to the ACC and maybe going over there and just doing whatever the fuck he wants to. I don't.
I disagree a lot. Cam Ward is 30 times better than Carson Beck.
Yeah, for sure, but it's still the ACC. He ain't
Hey,
got
where
to
did
go over
Cam
there.
Ward come from before he went to Miami?
Washington State.
He came from where?
Washington State.
Was he balling out there in Washington State?
Yeah. He had like 4,200 passing yards, 40 touchdowns, 600 rushing yards, some crazy numbers. That's off the top of my head. That could be wrong. Sorry, John. But yeah, no, he balled out at Washington State. But that was the last year. Appreciate it, Ollie. Thank you, man. No, Cam Ward balled at Washington State, but it was Washington State. It was the last year of the Pac-12. That was the Utah. Who they play in the Pac-12? The Utah-Oregon year.
Okay.
Yeah, but Cam Ward balled out. That team was so bad, though. Cam Ward so balled out.
Well, I don't know, Shooter. It just depends on the ACC. I guess Clemson. Yeah. Everybody think Clemson back the but I think he ain't got to worry about fucking defensive end running a 4-4, being on his ass every day over there in the ACC like he did out here.
Is he gonna sit like Cam Ward in the pocket, just like, I don't know what to do. Let's wait for cover 2.
Yeah, if he got all that time, he could be a beast over there.
Cam Ward had so much time in Miami. I think
he going to a way better offense. I'll say that. Georgia's defense been their Lord and Savior for the last few years. So he going to a way better offense. So I don't know. I guess we'll get to see what he can do for real with a different playbook.
No, and we will see that. Next week we'll talk where we think the NFL. Tonio covered the college football, where we think or the preseason rankings, who we're going to rank. So we're going to do preseason rankings for the NFL next week. We'll definitely cover some more finals. And we're going to do where we think what NFL team is going to be better than in our mind is who is blah, blah, blah. In our mind who's going to be better in the NFL. Tonio, you got anything to say? Nope.
He on mute.
Oh, he's on mute. Yep. Gabe, you got anything to say to the fans?
No. Start watching the game and stop trying to be sports and just watch the game as a fan. We don't need all that extra stuff.
Aaron says the Saints will rank 22. Cam, I was told to ask you about Alexander being released.
I mean, he injury prone. He didn't play 14 games in 2 years. One more. He could have restructured his contract and stayed there, but he didn't want to do that. So it is what it is. He played 6 games last year. When your knees start getting you trouble, buddy, hey, sometimes he could have restructured his contract and moved to safety or something like that, but he didn't want to do that.
Nah, come to the Ravens. We need another corner.
But what?
Yeah.
He injury prone. You gonna go put him out there? Yeah, see, there we go again.
We have a secondary injury problem. Don't say I don't watch
Billy, you'll go another 30 minutes, man. We'll talk about this next week.
Why would you want to pick up an injury prone player like that? There's nothing good come out of that.
Cam, we're gonna end the show. Stick around, Cam. Don't hang up. We're gonna.
I don't want to talk to y'all on backstage. We talk out here in public.
Okay. All right, Tonio. Appreciate it. It always.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brickshottas with Billy and Tonio.
For 50 more bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks.